Thank you for joining us here today on Hill Country Happenings News Minutes. The New Albany and Union County College Career Night will be held Monday, September the 24th from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the New Albany High School Career and Technical Center. Local businesses and industry representatives, college admission counselors, and armed force representatives will be available to help students gain information that will assist them in making informed college and career decisions. Students enrolled in grades 7 to 12 in the Union County School and New Albany school systems, along with their parents, are encouraged to attend. Students can register for a door prize, and a lucky student will win a gift card. Now, this past summer, Superintendent of Schools Lance Evans worked closely with Chief Chris Robertson and the New Albany Police Department, Mayor Tim Kent, and the Board of Aldermen to hire a veteran New Albany Police Department officer, Michael Erby. Mr. Erby is to serve as the Director of the School Safety and Security of the New Albany School District. Erby has 20 years experience in law enforcement and will also serve as the school's resource officer, the SRO, at the alternative school. He began his duties in July and continues to work toward the safe school environmental goals of the school district, as well as those of the School Safety Task Force that was established by Governor Phil Bryant this past summer to study school shooting threats, prevention, and responses. In a presentation to the New Albany School Board of Trustees on August the 30th, Erby told those in attendance that he is excited to be a part of the district and is already working closely with the 3 SROs within the New Albany School District. Our job is to minimize the vulnerabilities in the schools and to make the district a hard target, he stated. Erby also discussed an app called Stop It. This gives students an opportunity to anonymously report any potential destructive behavior of students, faculty, or the community. He plans to develop a campaign so that students are aware of how to report activities so that it can be monitored and investigated by him and the other SROs. In addition to Erby being an SRO, there are trained, experienced ones at each school campus. PJ Dole serves as the SRO of the New Albany Elementary School and has 18 years experience in law enforcement and has been an SRO for 4.5 years. Tim Erby serves as the SRO of the New Albany Middle School and has 15 years experience in the law enforcement and 3.5 years as an SRO. Ashley Kidd serves as the SRO and has 9 years experience in law enforcement and 2 years experience as an SRO. Evans added that he appreciates the work of Chief Robertson, Mayor Kent, and the Board of Aldermen who have committed to making this possible within our schools. The presence of trained, experienced, armed SROs on each of our campuses has added a much higher degree of element of safety to our schools, explained Evans. It is a financial commitment to safety and security by our local district, our police department, and our city. Now, Dr. Kate Stewart was the speaker this week at the Luncheon with Books at the Union County Library. She talked about William Faulkner's book, Soldier's Pay, which is this year's book the museum chose as the art challenge. Speaking of the museum this week was also Museum Moments. The program there was Roanoke, the home of William Faulkner, and it was presented by the Trotter Brothers. Now, we'll have clips of both of these programs today on Hill Country Happenings. And also, we will be alternating the full programs this week at 5 p.m. here on Hill Country Network. You can watch us live, or you can watch us by our live stream on our website at hillcountrynetwork.net. Now, Monday night at the Union County Courthouse, the Republican Women's Club will host a candidate forum. The candidates are for the judges' seats that will be coming up to vote on November. The doors will open at 6 p.m. with light refreshments being served before everyone heads upstairs to hear what these candidates have to say. Everyone, men and women, are invited to attend, so all are welcome. September the 28th through the 29th is New Albany's annual Tallahatchie Riverfest. On Friday, there will be a literary luncheon to announce the winners of the writing competition. You can call the museum about getting tickets. And then also on Friday night, there's music at the River Stage, the beautiful River Stage down at Park Along the River. Now, it will have blues music, and there are several artists that are going to be there. One of them is Terry Harmonica Bean, and the headliner is A.J. Gent. And on Saturday, the festival will kick off at 8 o'clock in the morning with the BNA 5K run. And there will be vendors set up on the courthouse lawn from 10 to 4. There's going to be a book sale at the library. Y'all need to go and support them. It's going to be some wonderful books for sale. And then back to more music at the river at 5 p.m. Now, the headliner this year is a young man called Sundance Head. You might recognize the name. He was on American Idol, and he won the 2017 competition of The Voice. We hope you can come out and be a part of the festival this year. And Hill Country Happenings and Hill Country Network will be out and about. So if you see us, give us a wave. Now, the Riverfest pageant was held Saturday the 22nd in the Magnolia Civic Center. This fundraiser was for the Union County School play, and that is performed each year at the center. Now, we'll have some clips in today's show, and hopefully we'll have the winners announced at the end of the program. And in case you're wondering what the musical is this year that the Union County kids are putting on, it's Big Fish. More to come on this. Now be sure and follow us on social media. Follow us on Instagram and then on our Facebook page. And then go to YouTube channel and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our original programs. And speaking of programs, we would like to invite you, yes you, to become a part of Hill Country Network. We are looking for people to host cooking shows, to air their church services, to host a gardening show, a discovery show. The possibilities are only as limited as your imagination. If you would like to discuss this with us, please call 598-4048 and speak to Jean or myself, or you can email us at info@hillcountrynetwork.net, or you can email me at evelyn@hillcountrynetwork.net. Thank you for joining us here today on Hill Country Happenings News Minutes, and we hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you for joining us here today on From the Heart, where we tell stories of life because life is interesting. Today we have a visitor with us that was with us last year. We're going to be talking about the Literacy Council, Miss Nancy Meacham. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Great. So let's start with the history of the club. Tell us about it.
Okay, the Union County Literacy Council was established by Peggy Smallwood, Varnell Kimmons, and Ernette Smith back in 1985. So it's been around a while, and I've been with the organization since 1998. This is my 20th year, believe it or not.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And I've really enjoyed it, and I'm a part-time coordinator, but you know, we have a board, we have activities, and we're going to talk in a minute about the Riverfest raffle that we're going to have, but we've been in existence, and right now we have 25 clients, some of them at New Haven School for special needs, and then we have some that are being tutored at the Union County Library at various times. And I have a great assortment of former teachers and business people that help me tutor, about 15 dedicated ladies that help with the clients. And we have had clients as young as 17, and we require that really you don't need to be able to be tutored because it's free. Everything's free that we do. And our materials, we have grants that we write from them, but we have stated that you have to be out of school at least a year, right, and then be 17. And we can make exceptions, but most of the time we try. That's what they established. Peggy and them had that in the bylaws. So, and we've helped quite a few people. I'd say, I counted one time, I know we've helped at least, you know, some of them come and go, but we've helped over probably 500 or more people through the years. So we really need to get our name out there, because sometimes people get us mixed up with the library, or they get us mixed up with other things, the park commission, because I have my office if you ever want to stop by, I'm here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays usually. And my office is in the old community center off of South Central. So, and I have a sign there and I have a phone number. You can leave a message if you want, you know, to talk to me about getting help with reading. We always have people that'll call, you know, and sometimes it's just hard to get that first step, you know, for people to get out of their comfort zone. But we have some dedicated volunteers that help, you know, board members and volunteers that help. So it's a great. I've really enjoyed being in charge, or being there. I'm not really in charge, you know. I act like I am, but I'm not really. I rely on everybody else because we're a nonprofit. So.
Right. Tell us about a memorable case.
Well, we have quite a few. One of the most interesting cases was he's no longer being tutored, but he's in his 80s now. But he was a truck driver. I may have mentioned him last time, but he was a truck driver for one of the truck lines here in New Albany. Could not read at all. I think he may be dyslexic. We never did find it, but my mother tutored him when she was, you know, alive, and he was an interesting guy. And what he would do, he would go all over the United States, could not read, did not tell anybody he couldn't read, but when he got to the place where he was going with his order, he would hand the order to the person and say, is this right? Can you check this out? Because he didn't want anybody to know he couldn't read.
Right.
So to me, that's amazing. He memorized his routes, see, and knew, and to me, you have to be extra smart to be able to do that.
Right.
And then we have one more, well, we have quite a few. We have one that was a client, and now he has been tutored, and then he learned to be a tutor. He doesn't do it very often, but he can tutor now, which I think is amazing.
That is amazing.
And I'm not going to say names, but he's a really neat person. And then we have another one, I think I mentioned this young man, who could not even call people to ask how to, you know, to get help for jobs, or did not know how to do a resume, did not know how to do anything. He's now working at Toyota. He's been there 5 years.
That's great.
And he's in a supervisory position. I'm so proud of him too. So we have a lot of just really great stories that I could tell since I've been there.
Right.
And if Peggy, bless her heart, were still alive, she could tell a lot, you know, some more. But thank goodness for the foresight of those 3 women, you know, getting this all established, and we've been around, you know, since '85, so we hope we can keep going.
That is great. So if somebody wanted to become a tutor, how would they do that?
You can call the office and leave a message at 662-534-1930 and just leave me a message, because I check my messages even though I don't live here. I check my messages. Or you can email me at all lowercase, meacham@yahoo.com, and I can, you know, correspond that way. And we would love to have either students, more clients, or, you know, tutors. We can always use or even volunteers that don't want to do either one, just to help us with, you know, what we do, like with this Riverfest coming up, and we have other things going on. So.
What would a volunteer do?
Well, we have some that don't mind, you know, calling, or don't mind helping with fundraising. We have some that help us when we do our fundraisers. We have some that, you know, end up being tutors, and just whatever, you know, they want to do. If they feel more comfortable helping, you know, organize things, organize activities, or if they don't, you know, don't want to be a tutor. Right now we have about probably 15 or 20 people that come to, and we have a meeting every other month.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the raffle that's coming up for Riverfest.
Okay, this is the first year we've done this, and it's called a 50-50 raffle. One of our board members had done this when she was in charge of a nonprofit in Virginia. And what happened, and we also have some door prizes, but we have decided if you win a door prize, you still have a chance for the money. So what happens if you win the door prize, you'll still get it. We have 5 door prizes from Southern Traditions, and we have a necklace, Earth Grace necklace. We have a $50 gift certificate from the Rainy. Nice. We have a $100 gift card from Walmart, and then we have a candle from Bankhead Florist Kevin, And then Cracker Barrel's giving us a gift basket. So we've got some nice door prizes.
Very nice.
But if you win the door prize, we're going to put the ticket back in the drawing, and you can be eligible for the money. And if you win, you get 50% of the profit.
Wow.
And then the Literacy Council gets the other 50%. So I hope, you know, we can sell a lot of tickets because it goes to a great cause. It's, you know, it's going to buy materials for the clients. And, you know, materials are not cheap. I think the average book is about between $11 and $15 that we use.
So y'all use workbooks,
We use
books,
workbooks.
pencils.
We use all kinds of things. So materials. So, you know, it'll go to a great cause.
And you have to have different age levels or different equivalency.
Right. We have some clients that are like first grade or kindergarten level. Then we have some that are a little bit higher. Then we have some that are even higher than that. So we try to, you know, meet that client at where he or she is. So I usually give them some kind of an assessment and kind of see which book, and sometimes we use different materials too besides the Laubach. We use Robert Laubach material from New Readers Press. Peggy and them had started using that, and I'm pretty happy with the material because it kind of helps the client, you know, get better and better. So
right. Y'all will be set up at the Riverfest selling raffles on?
Yes, we will have all up until the time we do the raffle, which will probably be toward the end. I think it ends at 4. So we'll probably have the raffle somewhere, and we're going to also have one of my board members is an artist, and she's going to do us a thermometer so that we can show how much money we've raised, kind of like they do on the telethon.
Right.
So this is our first time to do this particular raffle. So
y'all going to announce the winner from the stage?
Yeah, Billie Jean said they're going to have a microphone up there so we can announce the winner. And you do not have to be present to win, as long as you put your phone number on the tickets. And if you're interested in buying tickets from me, you can call the office at, as I said, 662-534-1930. Leave me a message and I'll get back with you, or I will direct you to someone in New Albany that has tickets.
Okay, who are some people that have tickets here in New
Kim
Albany?
Serber, if you know Kim, she works now at the welfare department. She has tickets. All my board members do. Kim, Georgia Whedon has them. All of them, you know, I can get you in touch with Georgia. Albert Smith, who's one of our board members. Mel Foster, if you know Mel. Let me think who else. Jan McMillan has tickets. And I think that may be, is that everybody? But you can call me and I can direct you to.
So there's no store that has them?
No, I didn't leave them, you know, I didn't want to have to, you know, I didn't want these people to have to do that. So we can get them tickets though, that's no problem.
Okay.
But we'll have a banner and we'll have a tent and we'll have people walking around, you know, telling everybody that we're there. So I've got some volunteers that are going to help me.
Well, that's great.
So it ought to be fun. It'll be a long day, but it'll be worth it.
And last year when you came and talked to us, y'all did a yard sale type thing?
Well, we decided this year not to have the bake sale because it's not that hard to get stuff, but it's just easier just to concentrate on really 2 things. And we had, you know, we did a few door prizes. We had more door prizes last year, but we're mainly just concentrating on the 50-50 raffle this year and just see how it goes.
Right. I think it's going to be great.
Thank you.
I do appreciate all y'all do.
Well, thank you.
Because there have been people in my family that have gone through life without knowing how to read until later, and so.
Well, I appreciate all y'all do too, and I appreciate you letting me come.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So, thank you for joining us here today on From the Heart, where we tell stories of life because life is interesting. We hope you'll join us next time.
I'm Levi Johnson with Hill Country Network. I'm here with Billie Jean Stroud, the director of Main Street. So what's been going on since last time we've talked?
Levi, there's been a lot going on. We're in the midst of planning for the Tallahatchie Riverfest, which will be next Friday, the 28th, and Saturday, the 29th. We've got music set up at the river stage starting about 5 o'clock with several acts with blues music. And then Saturday, our arts market starts at 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And with that, we are going to have a case knife show. So that's a new event for the Riverfest. And then at 5 o'clock, we start music again down at the river stage. And this time it'll be mostly country music. So we have Sundance Head, who is a previous winner of The Voice, and we're excited to have him, and just the activities that are going to be in our city for those 2 days.
So I've heard there's some Main Street activities going on soon. Could you talk to us about that?
I sure can. Well, the Mississippi Wheels Car Show is going to be October the 20th at the Farmers Market area in New Albany. They always have a fabulous event where vintage cars come and the people can tour the cars and talk about the cars. That's coming up. In November, we will have our Christmas open houses downtown, November the 11th. The end of November, we will have a Christmas tree lighting, and the Christmas parade will be the Monday after Thanksgiving. So October, November, there's still some activities around, and we just invite the community to be looking for this in the newspapers and on our website, and we invite you to attend.
Thank you, Ms. Stroud. I'm Levi Johnson with Hill Country Network. Thanks for watching.